What's going on, guys? So this video is going to make you think in some way. This video is going to have some substance to it that you're going to think about. So if you're not trying to think in any way, if you just want to shut off your brain, then just keep on scrolling because this video is not for you. But for those of you who actually do think and are thinkers, think about this. We're all going to die someday. At some point in our life, we don't know when, we don't know how, but we all know for certain we're going to die. And this is not to be morbid in any way. This is to make you think about this. One point in your life, you're not going to be here anymore. So every single day that you're awake is an opportunity. Every single day that you're awake is a new chance at life. So instead of staying focused on the past, staying stuck on the past, staying projecting your thoughts into the future and constantly living with anxiety, live in the present moment and understand this, that every single hope, every single dream that you have within you, because all of us, we all have hopes and dreams. But at the end of the day, what you need to do is take a risk. Do you really want to finally be at that day where you're no longer here on this earth and all your dreams, all your hopes, all your ideas went with you to the grave? Every single one. Because you were too scared to try. No one was in your way but yourself. You were the only one that was stopping you. And you lived an entire life. Every single day you were given an opportunity. Every day you woke up. Every single day you woke up, you were given an opportunity to do something with it, to take that risk, right? Because that idea that you have in your head, that dream, that hope, it's not going to come to life without a risk. Everything is going to involve a risk in some way. In some way, everything is going to involve a risk. Unless your idea is to cook up some scrambled eggs, right? The risk might be you might fucking burn your hand. I don't know. But obviously that's not. But I'm talking about like the life that you want to live. The things that you want to do in this world. You have dreams, you have hopes inside of you. And it's going to take some risk. It's going to require a bit of fear, right? And a bit of, it's going to require you to be courageous. It's going to require you to look fear in the face and say, I believe more in my dreams and hopes than I do in this fear. Because when you let yourself be held back by this fear, which ultimately at the end of your life, when you look back and you're face to face with death, are you really going to think about, are you truly going to be proud that the only thing that you let stop you for your entire life was a made up thing? Because you know what fear is? Fear is false evidence appearing real. You've been given this false evidence. Most likely it's by your own mind, right? Maybe people around you have given you this fear, but most of the times you've inflicted it on yourself. False evidence appearing real. It appears real, but in reality, fear is just an illusion. So you're going to live your entire life and it's going to be dictated. The reason why you didn't bring these hopes and these dreams to life, the reason was because of an imaginary thing. Now think about that. Think about if I wanted to do something every single day. Think about if I wanted to drive somewhere and someone asked me, why didn't you drive to the place? Well, my imaginary friend Bob was standing in front of me, so I couldn't get out of the door. Do you know how people are going to look at you? People are going to look at me like I'm crazy. So are you crazy? Because you're letting this imaginary thing called fear stop you. When you want to go talk to that woman, you're afraid. You're afraid. This imaginary thing in front of you. Nothing. There's no one in front of you. You might as well start calling fear your imaginary friend. From now on, you might as well call him your imaginary friend. Fear. And understand that he's not real. He's just an illusion. Fear is just an illusion. And at any moment, you can decide to simply just push through it. Push through it. Extend your arm like this. Extend your arm like this right now and tell me, do you feel anything? No. This is what fear is. So if you can extend your arm, that means that it's not real. Understand that. Anytime you're afraid to do something, extend your arm. See, oh shit, there's nothing in front of me. There is nothing in front of me. Unless you're in a prison cell, there's nothing in front of you stopping you from going to get what you want. And it's going to take some courage, because when I had that dream and that hope inside of me to not have to clock into a job, to not have to take orders from some fat motherfucker, that was a dream and that was a hope inside of me that required some risk. It had a little bit of doubt, a little bit of what if this happens, but what if I don't succeed? But you know what? I understood that fear is just an illusion. Fear is not real. I understood that it was going to take belief in myself. It was either going to be I believe in myself, or I believe in this false reality that is going to hold me back for the rest of my life. And I'll be damned if I live my entire life, and all my life I kept telling myself, deep down inside, I kept telling myself, I don't want to go into a job. I don't want to have to clock in. I don't want to have to take orders from some motherfucker. I don't want to have to sit here and be a clown in front of a bunch of people. For what? I want to do my own shit. I want to wake up and I want to work. And if I work twice as hard, I get paid twice as much. But guess what? Like I said, that took some courage. That took more belief in myself than the belief in the fear that is in your mind that's stopping you. So think about that. Because do you really want to let other people, because other people might have the same idea that you have. Other people might have the same hopes and dreams that you have. Are you really going to let them live it out while you didn't? Because best believe there's someone out there living the life that you want to live. And when you're in that moment where you're on your deathbed, if you even get afforded that luxury, right? Because we don't know how it's going to happen. So if you get the luxury of being on your deathbed, guess what? When people are on their deathbed, the biggest thing that they think about is regret. That's the worst feeling you can have. That is the worst feeling you can have, is regret. Imagine if you're on your deathbed, right? And you're just happy. You're like, I lived my life. Everything that was in my mind, I truly brought it out to life. I was never afraid to take the risk. I always took that leap of faith. Faith over fear. Every single time. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I took every single risk to be where I am today. Because the only thing that's stopping you is the fear of risk. But you're not going to get anything without risk. If you find some value in this video, make sure to drop a like. It really helps me out to push my videos out into the algorithm. So, like I was saying, if you don't take that risk, then you're going to be on that deathbed with nothing but regret, looking back at all the opportunities you had, right? Because once you're in that final moment, once you're about to be met with death, and like I said, this is not to be a morbid video, but once you're met with that moment, the only worst feeling is regret. Because now you have no opportunity. It's the end. You're at the finish line. There's no more. There's no more opportunities. That's it. And you're going to look back at day after day, hour after hour, month after month, year after year of nothing but wasted opportunities. Because every day that you were alive, you had an opportunity. Once you're there at that finish line, once you're there at that point where you don't have no more opportunities, that's it. There's nothing else. So think about that. Think about it and really start to ponder on that thought and take action. Take action. Because right now, as you're watching this video, you have an opportunity. So be grateful. Don't say, man, I have to go to work. No, you get to go to work. If you have a job right now and you don't like it, you get to go to work. And if you don't like it, do something about it. Say, you know what? I'm going to put together a plan and I'm going to work this plan. Okay? That's it. Simple. A plan, action, get to it, get the results. It's really that simple. So once you put together a plan, if you fail at that plan, then your plans aren't sound. Then you have to replan. But never quit, never give up. If you make a plan and that plan fails, it doesn't mean that you can't attain the result. So don't quit because you didn't achieve the result. Change up the plans. Okay, that plan didn't work. Let's try it again, a different way. Okay, that one didn't work, a different way. That one didn't work, a different way. But I'm not stopping until I get what I want. I'm not stopping until my dreams and my hopes come to life. There is no quitting. Understand that. There's no quitting. There's only do and get the result. Action and achieve the result. No matter how much effort it takes, no matter how long it takes, no matter what route you have to take, doing it no matter how many times you have to try. Because the only reason why I get to have this light bulb right here and this light bulb right here, you want to know why? Because that motherfucker Edison, he tried 10,000 times. And every single time he didn't take it as a failure. He simply just took it as, well, that way didn't work. That's just showing me that that way didn't work. So I must keep trying until I find the way that does work. And that's how this is possible. That's how that is possible. Imagine if he went to his deathbed with the thought in his head. We'd still be with candles. Who knows? Shit, maybe I would have made that shit. Maybe I would have been a fucking billionaire off them fucking light bulbs. But, imagine if he was sitting on his deathbed with regrets because he tried it one time, it didn't work, and that's it. 10,000 times. You know how many times that is? Most people quit. You want to know how many attempts people do before they quit? 0. 0 attempts. Not 1, 0. Because like I said, fear. They're too afraid. They have this imaginary thing in front of them. And they're too afraid to try. So they don't even fail once. They don't try at all. 0. So every single day, missed opportunity. End of your life, you're sitting there. You have no more opportunities. There's no more space. There's no more space between you and death, right? Because right now, you have space. Who knows how big that space is? And that's the reason why you should take that risk. You should not be afraid to fail because you don't know how much space you have, right? Because who knows? Maybe you're 20 right now and you're not going to die until you're 100 years old. So your space is like this. But for all you know, your space is like this. Your space is right around the corner. And once you're there, there's no more space. You're done. You're gone. You're out of here. So take that and think about it and leave a legacy and really do something with your life. Don't be afraid to take that risk. Listen, when you take a leap of faith, expect to feel like you're falling. If you and I do a trust fall right now, right? I'm sitting back behind here. I'm like, hey, go ahead. I'm going to catch you. Fall, right? That's yourself. That's the self-belief. Let's do this metaphor. If I'm doing a trust fall with you and you're about to fall back and I'm about to grab you and I'm telling you, pause. No, Diddy. I'm about to grab you. I'm about to catch you, okay? If I'm about to catch you and I say fall, go ahead, fall back. I got you. I promise I got you. I'm your self-belief. The one who's doing the trust fall always has that bit of doubt. What if he doesn't catch me? But what if he doesn't catch me? But what if I fall? But what if it hurts? But what if I feel pain? But what if I crack my head on the floor? So when you take that leap of faith, when you fall back and you trust in yourself, guess what? You're going to feel like you're falling. For a little minute, you're going to feel like you're falling. It's not just going to be all peaches and rainbow, right? When you're trying to figure things out, when your plans aren't going according to how you thought they were going to go, it feels like you're falling. But in the end, your self-belief and your ability to believe in yourself is always going to catch you. If you truly put in that work, if you truly take that risk and you don't let fear stop you. Like the video, comment down below, guys. I love you guys. Peace out.